Alright guys, what's up? We are heading over to the Pantol campgrounds above San Francisco. I'm going to be taking a short little overnight trip and camping out there on Mount Tam, and we're just going to have a good time. I'll show you guys right now, Bay Bridge. We're going into San Francisco, but we will be at the campground in about 30-45 minutes. So of course you guys might be wondering why I'm going on this solo camping trip, and it's a very good question. I'm actually going to be starting a new job next week, and I've had a little bit of time off in between my last job at Amazon, and I just wanted some personal time off for myself just to kind of clear my head and be out in nature. I haven't really been able to do this very much, even though I was at Lake Tahoe a couple weeks ago. I think it was last month with a good friend of mine. But you know, the Bay Area has so many awesome, amazing nature spots, and I just feel that I haven't really taken advantage of a lot of them. And so because I have a little bit of time left, I do want to just explore places I haven't been before, be out in nature, and just kind of rough it out. Honestly, it's been a while since I've gone tent camping, and I'm really looking forward to this trip. Even though Angie and Bori are going to be at home, they're going to miss me, I'm sure, and I'm going to miss them, but I think this is something that I need for myself before I get back into the corporate world. So we're just going to have a good time, and I'm going to share about my experience with you guys, so stay tuned. Alright, some of you guys might know this already, but for those that don't, in order to get to Mount Tam, you do need to cross the Golden Gate Bridge. So we're going to be going under this tunnel, and on the other side, we will be crossing the Golden Gate Bridge, which is one of the most famous bridges in the world, and one of the key, I guess, things to see when you come visit SF, especially as a tourist. There she is, Golden Gate Bridge. Always enjoy coming to take a look at this bridge. Even crossing it on the street, which, by the way, these lanes are super narrow. But even just walking across or biking across this bridge, it's quite an experience. It never gets old. All right, we just got to the campsite, and I have campsite number 4, but there's a bunch of other campsites here. Pretty much first come, first serve, and we're going to be setting up our tent and all of our gear now, as you guys can see. Brought all of my camping gear, and once we're done with this, we're going to be doing a little bit of hiking. Honestly, it's been a little bit of a while since I've inflated my sleeping pad, so I gotta follow these directions to get this thing inflated. Otherwise I'm gonna be sleeping on a bunch of rocks, and that won't be too comfortable. This is the campsite. Not much to look at, or you can try to get some firewood and just enjoy some time in nature, bro. All right, we got our sunscreen on so we don't burn to a crisp. And now we are going to take the steep ravine trail, so you guys can see this here. Take the Dipsy trail and try to get a nice view of the ocean, and see if we can hit the peak of Mount Tam, since it's a pretty nice day. And so we're gonna get started here. It's actually more people than I thought on a Thursday. You would think that most people would be working, but there's a good number of campers here, a lot of bikers, hikers. So we're gonna get started. All right, so we've been hiking for about an hour and a half now. Mostly downhill, actually, because we're heading over to Stinson Beach. And as you guys can see, the background here, the backdrop, the weather, everything is just fantastic. Wow, look at this view. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can get a peek. As you guys can see, we have the ocean coming up. Pretty awesome. Definitely nice coming out here, not having major crowds, and just being able to enjoy God's green earth, man. No, it's been good. I've been really enjoying this hike so far. Definitely want to come back and bring my friends and Unji here. I think they'll have a good time. Not too hard, actually. Pretty chill hike. So we're starting to head back now. Almost went down to Stinson Beach, and on the way back up to Pantel Campground. Man, this is not easy. On the way to the beach, it was actually downhill, but now it's actually back uphill to get back to the campground, so it's a lot more strenuous. But it's definitely a good workout, and the plus side is there's a lot of shade, so it's a little bit warmer today than I expected, but because of the shade, it makes it more bearable. Anyway, so far, really enjoyed this hike. There are a lot of bugs because there's a lot of water around here, a lot of waterfalls and little ponds and streams all over, so there are a lot of bugs. But so far, I don't think I've been bitten too much, which is surprising because mosquitoes typically love me, or they like my blood. But yeah, should hit the campground in about 45 minutes or an hour. Yeah, we'll keep going. All right, guys. So we're about to make some dinner now. Just heating up some water with this burner, and we are going to just eat some lasagna with meat sauce. Picked up some of these Mountain House packages a while ago. They don't expire until March 2051, so I think we're good, but we're going to enjoy this because it's super easy to make, and I don't know if I've had this flavor before, but I think it's pretty good. Just need to put in a cup and a half of boiling water like this. I think that's enough. We have to let this one sit for about 5 minutes, so we're going to zip up the package and then let it sit for 5 minutes. What a day. When we hiked for about 4 hours. By the way, that was not an easy hike. I think round trip it was over 6 miles, but on the way back there was just a lot of uphill climbing. Saw probably a good number of people, maybe like 20, 30 people on the way up, when on the way down. So it seems like people are still actively hiking on the weekday. But no, it's been good. It's been good so far, just being out in nature. I think the last time I went camping like this with a tent is a couple years ago. So it's nice actually to be out in nature and hearing the birds. I'm starving. Can't wait for this to be done. So normally with these you gotta wait 5 minutes, and then you have to open the bag, stir a little bit, and then wait for another 4 minutes. But we'll see how it goes. I also have another Mountain House. I'm still debating whether I'm gonna be hungry enough tomorrow morning to finish this. This is for breakfast. Looks like shredded potatoes, eggs mixed with pork sausage, peppers, and onions. That actually sounds pretty damn good. We've also got some chicken jerky and some protein bars, and then some nuts, and of course, can't forget the instant coffee. The only thing is I forgot to bring a cup, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to drink this. Although I can just mix this with the burner tomorrow, so I can use that if I'm really craving coffee. Yeah, the interesting thing about this campsite is that it's not right next to each slot. So basically there's a parking lot, and you have to basically carry all of your gear, your tent, your food, your clothes, everything up to the campsite. And some of the campsites are really close to the parking lot, but some of them are actually a bit of a hike up. So that's the only potential downside. Also, this campsite is actually first come, first serve. So whoever comes here first can claim it, and then I think it's like $25 to reserve it for one night. While we're waiting for this food, I'm going to actually try to start the fire, since I won't be staying up too late. Let's see if we can start it. Well, we are out of luck. There is no more lighter fluid in this thing. I should have brought an extra one. Oh well, we're going to have to replace this. Alright, it's time to eat, guys. Let's go ahead and dig in. Once again, lasagna with meat sauce, and I just had to put on a jacket because there's a shit ton of mosquitoes here. Check it out. If you guys can see.
That's where I need to take you, George. George, yeah? Mmm. Mmm. Actually tastes like lasagna. Obviously, it's not going to be anything like you get at a restaurant or even from Costco. 10 minutes just mixed with water. This is kind of hard to beat.
We need to get walkie-talkies. I always wanted, when I lived up on Sherwood Drive. Yeah.
I mean, portion size is pretty good too. It does have a little bit of that artificial taste, which I don't think you can get away from. But hey man, after a long day of hiking, this hits the spot. Alright, so this is the tent that I'm going to be staying in. It's a 2-person small tent that I picked up from Amazon a long time ago. But it's starting to get dark a little bit, and I'm not going to be staying up too late to do any sort of bonfires or campfires because unfortunately my lighter ran out and I don't have another way of starting the fire. So we're just going to take it easy, listen to some podcasts, and just call it a night, man. So I can leave early tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's a very small, cozy tent. Of course, we've got the sleeping pad here and a sleeping bag, although it's a little bit warm today, so I don't even think I need a sleeping bag. But this is camping. Oh, what a night, man. I realized that sleeping in a tent, sleeping on an air mattress and in the middle of the forest is not as easy as it once was. Honestly, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I think, well, there's a couple reasons. First of all, the guy next to me at one of the other campsites, he was playing some loud music and he was singing until like, I don't know, 2, 3 a.m. It wasn't like super loud, but it was just loud enough to keep me awake because I'm a very light sleeper. And the second thing was, I don't know, it was just very uncomfortable sleeping on a mattress pad, especially the one that I have. And I've slept well before, but I've also had times when I didn't sleep well, and today was just one of those latter nights. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to replace the air mattress, but it was just a little bit uncomfortable and didn't get the best sleep. So I am now about to head out, get some coffee, maybe some breakfast, and then get some rest at home. Yeah, even though it was still a good experience, I did not get a lot of sleep, so I'm a little bit cranky right now. But we had a good time, and yeah, that's all I can say. I think need to look into getting a better air mattress, but overall had a good time, and yeah, just really enjoyed being out in nature. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed traveling and camping with me, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.